to get to the point to where you can get the free eggs, it's a lot of money, and those eggs are not free. Hello everybody, welcome back to the homestead. Today I'm going to talk about 3 reasons why you should raise chickens on your homestead and 3 reasons why you shouldn't. Now, everybody's aware of egg prices right now. Egg prices are out of control, and that is causing a lot of people to think about raising their own chickens. So every year it's hard to find chicks because the demand is so high this time of year. But this year is exceptionally bad because the high egg prices has a lot of people thinking about raising chickens. So maybe that's you today. Maybe you're thinking about raising chickens because egg prices are so high. So I want to give you 3 reasons why you shouldn't raise chickens. The first reason you shouldn't raise chickens is if you're not ready for a long-term commitment. You know, I know those chicks are cute in the Tractor Supply store. If you're not ready for that, if you're not ready for that commitment to do that, maybe you shouldn't raise chickens. Chickens require care every day. They require feed every day. They require you to come out here and make sure they've got water. They require you to keep them safe from predators because everything loves a chicken dinner. So it's something that you're going to have to do every day. It's a commitment that you have to make to feed them every day. If you go on vacation, you've got to find somebody to feed your chickens. The second reason that you shouldn't raise chickens is if you're wanting to raise chickens to save money. So let's think about this in a dollars and cents way. So right now, a lot of people are complaining about eggs being $6, $7, $8 a dozen, $10 a dozen in some cases, and that's very expensive. So let's say it today, your local farm store has chicks available you can pick up today. In our area, chicks from the farm store are going for about $6 a piece. So you have that initial investment of $6 per chick. You're going to have to either purchase a brooder or purchase the materials to build a brooder, because those chicks are not going to be able to live in that little cardboard box that you get from the farm store. You're going to have to build a brooder. You're going to have to purchase some type of heater. You're going to have to purchase some type of water and some type of feeder to be able to take care of those chicks. And you're going to have to purchase feed. So those chicks are going to grow up, and then they're going to outgrow that brooder, and you're going to need to either buy a chicken coop or buy the materials to build a chicken coop. Those are pretty expensive. I don't know if you price them. A decent chicken coop is very expensive. Well, I was at the farm supply store today and I saw a decent sized coop about the size of ours for about $1,000. You can get cheaper ones that are not as good quality, but a decent sized coop is going to cost you about $1,000. Yeah, you can build it for slightly less. So far you've purchased a brooder and the equipment to be able to raise your chicks and the feed to be able to feed them, and you've purchased a coop. Here's another thing a lot of people don't talk about. These chicks that you buy today are not going to lay an egg for probably a bare minimum of at least 4 months. So you're 4 months away, 4 to 5 months away from getting your first egg. So for 4 or 5 months, you're going to have to feed those chickens without ever seeing the first egg. And feed prices are on the rise. They're going up because the demand is high. So prices are going up. So so far you've got money invested in equipment and in housing and in feed, not to mention your time, because you're going to have to spend time every day taking care of your chicken. So when you think about it like that, $6 or $7 for a dozen of eggs doesn't really seem that bad. It is bad, but you put it in the context of how much you're going to have to invest to get to the point to where you can get the free eggs. It's a lot of money, and those eggs are not free. So you shouldn't raise chickens if you think that you're going to save money. Now, there are ways to save money raising chickens. There are ways to do it cheaper, but there's always an expense. There's always time involved. The third reason that you should not raise chickens is if your idea of raising chickens is what you see on an Instagram post. Raising chickens is something that requires you to get your hands dirty. Chickens are just dirty animals. They're not very smart. They don't mind pooping where they sleep or pooping where they eat or anywhere else for that matter. So I know what you're thinking. Anthony, you just dashed all of my hopes and dreams of having a chicken flock. Well, that's not what I want to do. I want you to give you some food for thought. I've given you 3 reasons why you shouldn't raise chickens. Now I want to give you 3 reasons why you should raise chicken. And reason number 1 is what I'm doing right now. I'm out here because I enjoy it. I enjoy raising chickens. My wife and I enjoy coming out and being able to watch the chickens peck around and do chickeny things. We enjoy being outside and working with animals. It's just something we enjoy. We would not do it if we didn't enjoy it. And that's what I'll say. If you don't enjoy it, you're not going to do it for very long. A few years ago, we raised pigs. We raised 2 sets of pigs. First year, we just raised pigs for ourselves. Second year, we actually sold some pigs. We did that for 2 years. At the end of the 2 years, we were done. No more pigs on our homestead. Why? I just didn't enjoy it. I did not enjoy working with pigs. I enjoy working with chickens. I enjoy working with goats. I enjoy working with rabbits. I'd like to do that again someday. I didn't enjoy working with pigs. So if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to do it for very long. The reason number 2 is so you can have a closer connection to your food. It is very rewarding to be able to feed these chickens good quality ingredients, good quality food, knowing that we're going to get a good quality egg out of it. Our chickens are on grass, and we get all the benefits, all the high omega-3 fatty acids from them being on pasture, and that's a benefit to us. It brings us a little closer to our food, and we can share that with others. So that's the second reason, is having a connection with your food. That's a big reason why we do everything. It's a big reason why we have a garden. It's a big reason why we have chickens. I've not convinced Michelle yet to try goat meat. So the goats are pets right now, but I'm wearing her down slowly but surely. So the third reason that you should raise chickens is to be more self-sufficient. So I'm going to tell you an opinion of mine that a lot of people are going to disagree with. There is no such thing as total self-sufficiency. It's a myth. None of us are totally self-sufficient. We are dependent on something. Chickens are flock animals. They flock together. They want to be in a community. It is in their DNA. It is the way that they are made, the way that God created them. That God created them to be a flock. Birds of a feather flock together. Humans are the same way. We are made to be part of a community. We are dependent on each other, whether we like it or not. And so we can never say that we are totally self-sufficient. If somebody tells you that they're totally self-sufficient, they're not being totally honest with you. So while we can't be totally self-sufficient, we can depend less and less on the grocery store. We can raise some of our own food, be a little more self-sufficient by raising our own food. So let me encourage you, if the reason you want to raise chickens is to be a little more self-sufficient, to kind of cut that umbilical cord, at least part of that umbilical cord from the grocery store, and that's a great reason to raise chickens. So I came out here because I hoped I could get some good footage of my chickens, but they're all in the coop for some reason. I don't know why. It's a beautiful day. So a flock like this can not only provide your family with fresh eggs, but also provide you with fresh meat. You can raise chickens, you can incubate eggs, and you can raise some up to be meat birds. They're not going to reach the size of a broiler fryer. They're going to be a little more scrawnier, but they will still provide a good bird for your table. We've done it several times. Matter of fact, we've got some roosters in here that are getting ready to head to freezer camp this week. So I hope I've given you a little food for thought. That's my whole idea. My whole idea is not to try to persuade you not to raise chickens or to persuade you to raise chickens. I just want to give you some food for thought, because there's mass hysteria right now over egg prices, and a lot of people are making rash decisions. So don't do that. Don't be that person that makes a rash decision. Think it out. Make sure that your decision makes sense for you and for your family. And that's all that really matters. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave us a like, leave us a comment. If you disagree with me, I'd love to hear about it. If you agree with me, put it in the comments. I appreciate so much those that leave comments, because I learn a lot through the comments. If you want more information on raising chickens, we have a whole playlist over on our YouTube page about raising chickens. So go on over there, click on that playlist, and you can watch every video that we've made about raising chickens. Lots of tips and tricks, how to do it on a budget, because y'all know me, I'm the king of cheap on the homestead. I'll see you on the next one. Lord willing, the creek don't rise.